from the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 2. The people who walk in darkness will see a great light. Those who live in the dark land, the light will shine on them.
And Danelle is going to join me. She will read us a scripture about peace and light the peace candle.
This reading is from Isaiah, chapter 9, verses 6 and 7. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this.
And now Mavis will light for us the candle of joy. It is pink, and it is sometimes referred to as Mary's candle. And I always remember the joy that Elizabeth and Mary are said to have had when they meet. They're both pregnant, and Elizabeth feels the baby leap for joy in her womb. So they meet even before they are in this world.
From Isaiah 65:18, be glad and rejoice forever in what I will create. For I will create Jerusalem to be a delight and its people a joy.
It's like those trick candles.
There it goes.
And now finally, Larry is going to read for us and light the candle of love.
Reading from Deuteronomy chapter 4. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, the great God, mighty and awesome, who shows no partiality and accepts no bribes. He defends the cause of the fatherless and the widow and loves the alien, giving him food and clothing. And you are to love those who are aliens, for you yourself were aliens in Egypt.
So at our Christmas Eve service, we also light the Christ candle. And this is our Christmas Eve service. So we will do the same. But before we do, let me read you the scripture. For this candle. And this can be found in the book of John. Chapter 1, verses 1 through 5 and verse 9. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. Amen.
Amen.
And my sister Belinda is going to light the Christ candle. It doesn't. And everyone has candles. So what we are going to do is share the light from that Christ candle among us.